Are you broke? And I'm not just talking about what's in your bank account. I'm talking about what's happening up here. The mindset that is keeping you stuck, keeping you broke, and not moving forward in your business. Well, today we are talking about how to overcome a broke mindset. Welcome to the Brand Bridge, the podcast for heart-led women entrepreneurs who are ready to build a personal brand with structure, without compromise. My name is Melissa, and today we are talking about, are you broke? Now, I'm not just talking about what's in your bank account. I'm talking about what's happening up here in your mindset, because being broke is not just about money. Broke is a pattern. Broke are thoughts, and they can keep you stuck. So what is the catalyst? What leads us to have a broke mindset? So our ego is always basically out for itself, right? It's always thinking, I can do this, I can do that, and it's putting all the stock in what we can do. And so we have to remember that the thoughts of I can do it myself, I don't need help, it's sometimes helpful to have that mindset of I can just do anything, and that part's not bad. But when it stops you from actually getting the support and the help that you need to build and create the thing that you have on your heart to build and create, the movement that's trying to be birthed out of you, when your ego is saying, you can figure it out. You can just wing it. You can just, do all the things when it's there, it's keeping you stuck from actually moving forward. It's that ego. It's what I can say and what I can talk about and what I've experienced is this idea of hyper independence. And this is what kept me stuck. And actually my hyper independence also kept me from learning how to trust people, because when you think you can do it yourself, I can do it better, I don't need help, you are basically disqualifying people from your life who would be able to pour into you, who would be able to help you, who would be able to have you see things the way that maybe you're not seeing, the blind spots that you're missing. And so when we have that mindset of, or when that ego flares up, and it's like, oh, I can do it better. I can do it like this. I can do it like that. We have to actually just learn to be a little bit more self-aware and ask, where is this coming from? Why don't I want to ask for help? Why don't I want to get the perspective from somebody else who can maybe give me their perspective and see it a different way? I really believe that we are called for community. We were created for community. We were created to share. We were created to help each other, because I carry something that you don't, and you carry something that I don't. And that's the beauty of it. That's what I like to say it like this. When we each bring our flower, it makes a beautiful bouquet. And so that's why it's important to just really be a little bit more open, a little bit more self-aware in the fact of, you know what? I think I'm doing well. I think this is right, but maybe let me get the counsel of somebody I trust. Let me hear the thoughts of somebody that I trust, to see if they have or they see something different. And I think that we do ourselves a disservice when we close our heart, when we say this person can't help, that person can't help, because for whatever reason, just because we see them as maybe they're newer in business, maybe they're, maybe in the past they've done things and we're like, oh, can't can't trust them anymore. But when we open our heart, when we open our mind, and we know that if I'm just still, if I'm quiet, if I'm willing to be open, then my heart can receive more. I can be filled more with the things that are for me and the things that I'm here to give. Because sometimes we just feel so full. Do you ever feel like there's so many people I want to help? There's so many people I know I can help. And you're looking at people and you're like, I want to help this person and that person. And it almost feels like I say you're full with nowhere to pour. Sometimes that's what it feels like. but it's your ego that will actually kind of stop you from getting to those people because you know you can help those people, but you don't always see all the steps. That's why community exists. That's why we have to get help and coaches and mentors and friends and just people that we trust to help us open that gate, open that door, open that faucet a little bit more so that we can, as we're receiving, we can pour it out. As we're getting, we pour it out. And we're always going to stay full. And that's where I feel like fulfillment comes in too, is when you are just full, but always pouring out. And it just feels like you're always full. You're always full. That's what being fulfilled feels like for me. And so the broke mindset needs to change. How does it change? By confronting your ego and asking your ego, why do you not want me to succeed in life? Why do you want me to stay here stuck alone by myself, isolated, when I wasn't created for that? I was created to be in a community. I was created to help someone and to be helped as well. And so that is your lesson for today. I want you to get out a pencil. I want you to get out a paper. I want you to get out a whatever you use to write, Google Docs, whatever it is, and just write out things that you feel, maybe you feel stuck on, or maybe things that you want perspective on. Just write them out and then reach out to somebody that is open to having a conversation with you and say, you know what, I've been thinking about this thing. And of course, make it someone who you trust. Make it someone who actually gets what you're trying to do. Don't go to your mom who is just like, doesn't get it, doesn't know what's happening, doesn't know what you do. Go to a mentor, a friend, somebody in business that you respect, and say, this is what I've been thinking about. What do you think? And you'll be surprised what people will see. Sometimes they'll just sometimes it's just a confirmation that you're on the right path. Sometimes just seeing that or hearing that is what we need in a moment. So write it down, share it with someone, or just keep writing and see what comes up for you. Sometimes even writing in the moment, sometimes it feels like you're alone, but if you just let the divine, I call them divine downloads, just have a moment in that place of peace and rest and see what comes up too for you, because sometimes it's there. We just need the stillness. So do all of those things, reach out to someone, see what they think, share, create, build. The movement that is brewing in you needs to come out, because there's people out there who need what you have and who are looking for what you have right now. You just need to have the boldness to show up, and you also have the courage to get help when you are stuck, when you feel like you're not sure which road to take, or you just need confirmation of yes, because that will give you the confidence to move forward with the boldness. So if you're saying, Mel, you know what? I'm going to do that. That is what I need. I'm cheering you on. I'm cheering for you. And if you just want to know for your brand, if you are in the right space, if you feel like you're ready to take certain steps and you need the clarity on which next step you should be taking, then drop into the description. My free brand clarity quiz will help you understand what point you are stuck on and what you should be working on next. And I'll give you the answer for that. So that's it for today. I hope that you all have a beautiful, blessed day, week, year, month. And like I always say, I hope that you live with heart, lead with purpose, and do both compromise free. Until next time, bye.